So for anybody that's wondered what the game lands north of Falls Lake near Highway 50 look like, figure I'd give you a quick walking tour, or as fast as I can walk it, because I know a lot of folks haven't been here, have no idea what this place looks like in advance of dove season. And so I'll give you a shot. This is Falls Lake, so probably the easiest way to get here, if you've got a boat, would be to boat right up to the shore and tie in. But if you turn, this is what the first field right off the lake looks like. So you get an idea of how big these fields are. But the North Carolina Wildlife Resource Commission has come in and tilled, freshly tilled, wide swaths. That field right over there is sunflowers. Here you've got sorghum and millet growing in, and this is at least a 20 acre field all the way back over to the trees. And then they've bush hogged rows in here. So a bush hogged row, more sunflowers, cut through. Some of this is also, I suppose, planted for deer in the fall, but especially it's planted for dove. So you got, guessing brown top millet or some kind of millet in here that they've come in, and they will cut and bush hog down. More corn. You can see corn that has been cut down onto the ground and left. And then big, huge sections that have been freshly bush hogged and disked under. So plenty of fresh dirt for the dove. And this is just one of, I think my guess is there's about 7 or 8 fields out here. So this field that walk up to, another little section here, heads off, and in the distance of those trees there's another field that opens up back over there that's got to be at least a couple of acres. And then you can cut through the woods up here. Again, more sorghum and corn, a bush hogged row, an access cut into the field right over there or through the woods to get back over to other fields. Sorry, it's shaky, shooting this on my phone. And again, more just bush hogged fields with corn out in it. And this is September 2nd, Wednesday, September 2nd. So opening day is just 2 days away, 3 days, I guess. Saturday is opening day. And what you will not see, what you don't see, which is the same thing that happened out here last year. And last year the Wildlife Resource Commission actually came out and spread wheat seed, top sowed wheat seed on all of these, all over the place. And even in these areas where they had tilled, they just laid seed down on top of it, which is legally an accepted agricultural practice to top sow wheat. Looks a whole lot like baiting, but it's not. And so you open up into another field that has been cut and tilled. And you see this one, again, a freshly tilled row all the way down to the tree line. You come across with even more, again, rows of sunflowers. I think they got corn, sunflowers, millet, sorghum are the main things that they've planted out here to attract dove. But what I was going to say is what you don't see out here is dove. We came out and hunted here opening day last year. Well, I scouted it 3 days before opening season last year and saw maybe a half dozen birds in all of these fields. came out opening day, did not come out early in the morning because it is crowded, and went somewhere else, but came over here mid-morning and there was nothing. Everybody was walking out because there were no birds, and we came in, stayed for a couple hours till about lunch, and then we packed it in just because no birds, nobody shooting. And it's, can't say that I understand it, because it is about as perfect a situation for dove that you could want. I mean, stands of sunflower seeds here that, and you know, so I've seen, since I've been out here walking around this afternoon, I've seen one dove. And like I said, opening day of season is 2 days away, Saturday morning. And so if you come out here, well, you have to make a really long walk. Again, another tilled row, more sunflower seeds right in there, which doesn't look like they were pollinated and went to seed. At least not all of them did. I mean, there's birds in there eating, some Tweety birds in there, but not any dove that I can. There's just none. There's none out here. There's not. I've walked down even on these tilled rows and didn't scare up any, and I can look down there and not see a one. So there's another field back over here. I don't know how many acres it is out here in these particular game lands, but it has to be in the neighborhood of, I'm guessing 100 or 200 acres. A lot of it's woods, but much of it has been cut for dove. I'm gonna walk through this little cut through. If you've watched this video this long, you are must be a dedicated dove hunter that's really interested in going somewhere. But just to show you how far you have to walk to actually get to the fields where you hunt, because they will have the road blocked off so you can't drive out here to the fields, at least for opening day. Once you get a bit further into the season, once everybody has tried to come out opening day, we came back out a week later and you could drive up much closer to the fields, and I suspect later in the season you might even be able to drive further. So if you come out Saturday morning, you're going to have to come early, because there will be a lot of people out here, and to get a spot, because it was pretty crowded. And when we came last year, even mid-morning, we had to park pretty far away from the gate and walk. And like I said, it was a steady tide of people coming back out of the fields who had not shot anything. So not favorable. Don't know what the deal is. I don't know. We had a cold snap last week. Temperatures dropped at night, got down, I think, into the 60s. Game warden told me that. So this is yet another field. Just beautiful. It's just absolutely gorgeous for attracting dove. And they're just not like I said, I've seen one bird this whole time I've been out here. So you have to walk this whole distance. But anyways, yeah, steady stream of folks last year coming out of here that had not shot a bird, and so can't say that it's worth it. I don't understand it. It's I mean, it's just absolutely perfect. I mean, I can't imagine anybody planting anything better than this. There's just no birds. So maybe that little cold snap last week, and maybe it was the same thing last year, I don't remember, is enough to get them to migrate out of here and head south. Maybe they haven't come yet. Maybe they're still up in Virginia and West Virginia and haven't begun their migration. Hasn't gotten cold enough up there yet to send them this way. But this is the second area where it last year you could pull all the way up to this gate. That's my helmet. I had hoped to ride my motorcycle all the way out to check the fields, but there's a gate. I don't think you can see it, but way up there is a secondary gate. It's a new gate since last year, so it's probably another good quarter of a mile back that where they have put in a heavy duty steel pipe gate in order to get in. So turn this around. Can I turn it around? That's it. It's a shame because it's close for a lot of us here in Wake Forest, Raleigh, Youngsville. This would be an amazing place to come and hunt, and it's unfortunate. I mean, it seems like there should just be thousands of birds coming in here, but one. So good luck if folks are going out hunting this weekend. Maybe you find a place a lot better than this. Seems like down east of here is the place to go. So take it easy. God bless.